Take a look at The Fall Guy, our half-hour special dedicated to a movie about big screen action, taking you deep inside the people who bring you the big screen action. I'll jump on set over at the Universal lot to talk with Ryan Gosling, Emily Blunt, and the rest of the cast. Also the crew that brought the big story to life as we take a look.
Our special dedicated to all things Fall Guy. Truth be told, I was going to burst through the screen and do my own stunt, but I sprained my back just getting out of my car today, so that's not going to happen. But I so love this movie. It celebrates all things stunts, and really, if you think about it, we take a look at big blockbusters because of those stunts. So that's why we go behind the scenes this week. My co-host Kelly Savannah Deaton, how are you?
I'm fabulous. How are you?
What did The Fall Guy mean to you before this movie came out?
Well, the show was coming out. I wasn't even born yet, so I haven't.
Thanks for rubbing it in.
I'm sorry. I haven't seen it. So, but I understand that some people are upset that the comparison, you know, they like the original, so therefore they don't want a remake.
Right.
But for me, this is a nice, fresh perspective, and it has Ryan Gosling, Emily Blunt,
Exactly.
Hannah Wadding. I mean, the list goes on and on. How do you
There's
not like
nothing to be
this?
upset about. If you like the series, if you are old like me, you are going to love this. If you know nothing of the series, you are going to love this, and I guarantee you it is going to go down in the history of entertainment as being infinitely more successful than the series. Keep in mind, the series, when it debuted on ABC, never even cracked the top 10. This is going to be the #1 film for a while.
Because again, it has a little something for everyone. It has the action aspect, the romance, the comedy, and when you put those all together, you get an epic, as Ryan Gosling calls it to Emily Blunt, you get blunced. So.
That's what I'm saying. That's what they're saying.
That's what we can all hope for watching this.
I promise I'll shut up about doing my own stunts in broadcast television for many years after this, but I didn't on the set of this for many different reasons. Take a look. Lovely to see you two.
Good to see you.
It's been said a billion times, but if the world wanted Barbenheimer, here they go. Barbenheimer.
This is it. This is actually what the title...
Fallenheimer.
Fallenheimer.
We're here.
I love this movie so much. I love the concept of it. I had high expectations, and it delivered.
Thank you. Did you watch the show growing up, or?
You know, I was in college at the time, so not as much as I should have.
Yeah.
I have since leading into this, but my best friend is a second unit director and a stunt coordinator.
Cool.
And so my whole movie career and movie critic career, I scream, practical effects, do the practical. Enough CG already. No offense to CG, but...
No, but you're right, because it's used so
I don't think CG is
limitlessly,
offended.
and I don't think they're offended.
Yeah.
Or
doing
maybe
all
they
right.
are.
Don't want to make them mad.
Don't. I think it's obviously it can be very helpful, but it's so incredible when everything's done practically, and you know it, and the audience knows it. You can just feel it. They feel it reverberating around them in a different way. They're not sort of alienated from it. It's really cool.
And you cut your teeth in action, and so, like, growing up in the industry, there had to be some inherent guilt whenever they would say, cut, they'd fly the stunt person out, and then dust you up and send you in as though you had just done this remarkable feat.
There's always been this strange dynamic on set that's just accepted, where the stunt person comes in, they do all the cool stuff, they risk more than anyone, and then they disappear into the shadows and sort of pretend as though you did it. And it's always felt weird, and it's just been so great to finally kind of dispel of that and start to just dig in a little bit to the reality of how this works, because I feel like, you know, I mean, there's a great scene in this movie. It's Logan Holiday who breaks the Guinness World Record for most cannon rolls in a film ever. He puts me in the car and like belts me in for a stunt he's gonna do. He breaks the world record. Then he pulls me out of the car and pats me on the back for the stunt he just did.
And all you were doing, you were still digesting your breakfast burrito. That's all you'd done all morning. Put a bit of fake sweat on him, and you were just like, my tummy feels funny.
I love that sequence because you know you're watching art imitate life, imitating art, all at the same time. Like you were doing exactly what the movie's talking about being done.
Exactly, but in most films you would never know that, and that's what's so exciting about this, is that it's really
dispelling the myth.
I had the unique opportunity. I was strapped into a vehicle. I actually drove this stunt where I didn't do a cannon roll, but I hit a ramp at 80 miles an hour.
That was you?
Yeah, that was me driving it.
Well done!
I did 4 rolls, so when I saw this Guinness record being broken, I got, that's the Fall Guy. I'm gonna go talk to these guys about this.
You've done more rolls than
How
we've
did that
done.
happen?
How did you
you steal
do
a
it?
cop car? And
No.
how are you here right now?
Gary Davis, who you drop that name to Logan or any of the guys, like, oh, you know Gary Davis. He helped me do that stunt for live television.
Wow.
So I bow
when
to
you
you
were
in this
inside
movie.
the car, were you
you-
like strapped in and with a neck brace and all that stuff? Or
Oh
like,
yeah,
what
they
did-
had
you
all the
did,
rigs. and to you for the best movie of the century.
Yes!
This movie
Oh
is
my
awesome.
God.
I love this movie so much.
Thank you.
This is so
Those
cool.
were definitely courtesy claps.
They were.
Definitely courtesy claps,
were.
but I'll take them.
It was impressive. They were impressed by you.
Well, I mean, think about all the people that they've had to talk to about this. I feel like I'm uniquely qualified. I'm probably the only person that's done a portion of that stunt.
And you've broken how many bones again for broadcast TV?
13 bones for broadcast television purposes.
Yeah, I think you're qualified.
All right, so I know you're geeked out about this. Do you remember the
Yes.
first time you told me how excited you were about this movie?
Yes, because I watched it back when it premiered at South by Southwest.
Right.
I've been just sitting on this, waiting to talk about how amazing this movie is. Like, you will fall in love with it. How do you not fall in love with Ryan Gosling and Emily Blunt? Their chemistry is unmatched. They sell this movie. I know they're the leads, that's their job, but they really nail it in.
That being said, I sat down smugly ready to hate it and love this movie. All right, coming up next, we sit down with a real Hollywood stunt performer. We will go live to his trailer as he's about to hit set as this edition of Take a Look, All Things the Fall Guy continues. We'll be right back. Hey, welcome back. It's Take a Look. We're celebrating the Fall Guy movie with this half-hour special. Moments ago, talking about stunts was Emily Blunt. Ryan Gosling talked about doing his own stunts.
And then you yourself threw your hat in the ring to talk about stunts that you've done, which were equally kind of sort of impressive as the stunts in this movie.
It didn't look blockbustery, but I did roll a car. It looked way more like a demolition derby stunt than a big movie, but still they gave me that courtesy clap. More than I can say for you. All right, you're going to applaud this next guy. He really is a Hollywood stunt performer.
Yes.
While I was on the Universal lot talking to those guys, he was across town making movies, doing stunts. He has done just about everything. Please welcome to the show, Troy Castagnara. Thank you so
Hi,
much for
Troy.
joining us.
Welcome.
Hey guys, thanks so much for having me. Appreciate it.
All right, so you've done a few stunts. What were you telling me about?
You've done stunts. David, the director, has been Brad Pitt's stunt double, I think, 6 times over.
Right.
And you yourself did some stunts from Brad Pitt as well, correct?
Yeah, actually, what I did in the movie Babylon is I hit Brad Pitt's stunt double with a car. So there's a scene where we're in the desert and there's a whole party going on. I hop in the car, I take off. Brad Pitt's double is running through the desert there, and I just wipe him out.
That is so awesome.
Wow.
What's funny is that I had heard about this stunt. I didn't even know it was you, but I was working with Eric Roberts, who plays her dad in that scene. He was telling about this
Yes.
bonkers stunt. That was you driving the car.
It was a lot of fun, but very nerve-wracking. You know, it's nighttime, everybody's running around. It's in the dirt, so there's a specific point where his left foot needs to land, and that's where I need to hit him. So as I'm going back to one, my eyes are just concentrated on that one point, and people are talking to me. And I got to make sure I hit that one spot at the right time so the steps are exactly the same every time. And yeah, it was nerve-wracking, but we did it 4 times, and it turned out 4 times, and Damien loved it, and I'm happy we made the movie.
So having talked to, Ryan and other people who have done stunts, it's more nerve-wracking when you're the one inflicting whatever the stunt is. Like, don't you think you would have been more calm just being the guy standing there to be hit than the person doing the offense?
Yeah, totally. I mean, there's times when you'd rather fall downstairs than be the one to push someone down, just because, you're just, okay, let's just do it, and I'm going to fall and do this, whatever it is, whatever happens, they'll make it a good stunt.
So what do you think about Academy Award time? Shouldn't there be an Oscar for
Yes.
this?
Absolutely. It's definitely long overdue, and I love that this is just an ode to stuntmen in this movie. And I know a lot of the guys that doubled Ryan on this, and they're all amazing. And not only in this movie, but throughout the many years that we've been doing stunts. There's a lot of behind-the-scenes work. There's a lot of previews of movies and shows that show 90% action, and then that's what gets people drawn into the movie or to the TV show.
And you guys are typically in the shadows. You don't get the credit you deserve, and you are the ones that are risking the most when you film these movies.
Right. I mean, I knew going into this, I didn't want to be a stuntman for the limelight or to get, stand up on a podium. That was my racing days. But it's nice to get some acknowledgement, to know that we are doing this and there's a lot of risk involved, a lot of calculated risk. Yeah, it's time for sure.
All right, so
100%.
no lie, this isn't like I'm not trying to be dramatic. He really does have to walk through that door and do a stunt right now. You can't tell us what set you're on right now. You can't tell us what movie, can you?
Can you spell
Correct.
it out?
I can't. No, I can't. But I'm playing a cowboy. I can tell you a little bit about the stunt. We get in a little bar fight, and we get thrown out a couple windows. So that'll be later tonight. So we're about to set up for the interior shots of the bar, and then when it gets to nightfall, we'll set up the stunt for crashing through the windows.
Can you tell me, is it a sequel to a big movie?
Yeah, I can tell you it's a sequel to a big movie. There's several big names attached to it. I'm playing an ND character, so nondescript, playing a cowboy in a cowboy bar. There's a lot of line dancing going on, and then there's a little bit of scuffle of someone taking someone's girl, and we got to get involved and straighten it out.
What's it rhyme with?
I think we pushed it too far. We are good journalists. We got that it's a sequel with big names in it. And the award for Best Nondescript Actor in a big movie goes to Troy Castaneda.
Yes.
Go do that stunt.
Thank you.
Normally in showbiz we say break a leg. I'm going to say don't do that. Just crush it.
Yep.
No.
Don't do that. Yeah.
No, we don't want that.
Awesome. Thanks for hanging out. Thank you so much.
Good luck on your stunt tonight.
Hey, thanks so much for having me. You guys have a great day. Thank you.
You got it. Thank you. We got to celebrate the stunt people because they are putting it on the line. And Motion Picture Academy, listen, you make that award happen. Coming up in a moment, two people that have been in Motion Picture Academy Award winning and nominated movies, Winston and Hannah. We'll catch up with them to talk about stunts and then some as our Take a Look. The Fall Guys special continues next. Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to Take a Look, dedicating all things this week to the Fall Guy movie.
So excited about this movie. You have no idea.
Just talking about it makes me want to see it again. I didn't have a chance to see it on the big IMAX screen, so that's my next plan to see it the next week.
Let's go see
Yeah,
it
let's
on
round up some
IMAX.
people. Let's go do that thing. All right, let's talk about the supporting cast who crush it in this movie. Winston Duke, I'm a big fan of his. I got the chance to sit down with him on the set of the Black Panther movie. He has been crushing it ever since. No stranger to stunts. And what do you know about Hannah Waddingham?
She has been in the theater for 20 years.
And?
But after that, she is killing it, and people love her for Ted Lasso.
Right.
That's been her breakout role recently. And then she was also in Game of Thrones. They wrote a letter, got her the gig with Ted Lasso, and now the rest is history. She's starring in this giant blockbuster movie, the biggest, arguably, movie of the year.
Not a bad, feather in her cap, but if you think about it, what bookend she already has by Ted Lasso on one end, Game of Thrones on the other. We all talked. Take a look. Come on.
Oh, you look fabulous.
Oh, you just made my day.
You look like a movie star.
Hi. Wide shot on B, please. Mark out for ABC television. I'm sorry, miss, you were saying?
You look like a movie star.
You look like a movie star.
He's in the flicks.
One, nobody ever says that. If they've even come close, camera's never rolling.
But you do.
I'm telling you, you're hanging out with the wrong people.
Nah, I just tried to dress up knowing that I was going to be talking to the two of you.
And it's there for everyone to see.
And you know what I'd like to tell the two of you? You both look like movie stars because you are.
Why,
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
How excited are you for the world to see this movie? It's been a long time
It
coming.
can't come quick enough.
Absolutely. I mean, we knew it on set. We knew we were doing something fun. We knew we were doing something special. We had like the best team that you could imagine, the best actors, the best stunt team, the best work environment. So we just were like, we got all the ingredients.
Chomping at the bit to get it out to people.
Let's get this pie
and finally
made.
start talking to everyone about it.
Right, because I've talked to you on the carpet before and you really couldn't say much about
No.
it. Now you can.
Yeah, if you're going to have a movie that is such a love letter to the stunt world, do it with David Leitch, do it with Kelly McCormack from 87 North. They are the daddy and the mama of this industry.
Right.
And what that attracts is the very finest stunt performers in the world. And it's like, yes, we're there too, but you know what? This is a moment to put them on the most fabulous platform and
Absolutely.
show what they've brought to the movie genre. It's not just our movie, it's just ours that are highlighting them more.
I'm glad that you said that because there was a time like a director would come along and change the game and you would know a movie just by seeing it, that it was that director. Hitchcock had his signature on film, Spielberg, etc. This, you can tell their
Leitch
movie.
is that.
When you see their stunts, you go, oh, it's
That's
them.
why I wanted to do it. That's why I wanted to do it. They have a style about them that is inimitable.
Yeah, and action is a language for them. It's a convention that can tell better stories for them. So every character has their own fight profile. Every character has their own way of moving. The stunt coordinator fights differently than the assistant. Everything is an opportunity.
One thing that you're uniquely skilled to talk about, though you've been in big movies that they've yelled cut and rushed the stunt person in, there was a lot of hand-to-hand where you were doing your own stunts, so you truly should appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate it, and I'm always chaperoned by just consummate professionals, people who've dedicated their entire lives to doing this and sacrificed so much to making it work so well.
No, this movie is great. There's so much I want to talk about. It dawned on me. There's so many things I want to ask that I can't because I'll ruin it.
But it's
specifically surrounding the two of you and your
Yes.
multi-layered characters.
Yeah, but that's so amazing to be in something. You know, first of all, David Leitch, I'm totally coming to play.
Yep.
Second of all, getting to, you know, be encouraged to do stunts and having that kind of level of stunt community having your backs.
True.
And then to play something where the characters spin on their axis. I mean, chef's kiss.
So since I can't say much, just finish this sentence for me. See The Fall Guy because...
It's fun.
It's great.
I'm sorry, what was
Action-packed.
Self-bleeped.
My man.
Awesome. They should be quoting them to put on the movie posters. That's exactly what I would have said about this movie.
Yes, and they loved you, by the way. They gave you way more than a golf clap.
I feel like, you know, it's because they just want to pump up this movie. They don't care.
Maybe, but you always do look nice. You got to give yourself credit.
I will say this. They were kind people, and they gave me something to talk about because we really couldn't talk about their characters.
Yeah, their characters are, what's the word? I would say kind of dubious, and they're not who you think they are. So you
Exactly.
will find it out by the end of the movie. You guys will remember me saying this.
Want to know what we're talking about? Go see this movie. All right, coming up next, we've been talking about the Guinness World Record broken during the making of this movie. The person who made that happen, its director, who knows a little something about stunts, having spent the bulk of his career doing that. David Leitch, director. The Fall Guy continues as our Take a Look special continues next. Hey, welcome back. It is our half-hour special dedicated to all things The Fall Guy movie. I'm Marcus Allen. This is Kelly Savannah Deaton. Where do we find you on Instagram?
At Kelly Savannah Deaton. I
Yeah.
keep it easy like that.
Exactly. Mostly a travel blogger. That's why she went to South by Southwest. Got a chance to see this before anybody else. Told me it was awesome. Indeed it is.
It is amazing. And the stunts, you can't beat them.
How could you do this movie without? Could you imagine if this movie had CG all over it?
Oh, you can't. You have to do the practical stunts the entire time. And
Exactly.
it took 5 guys to make up the stunts that Ryan Gosling's character portrays to be the Fall Guy. 5 different stunt guys. Is that not...
Not
insane?
a shocker. You're taking a look at the stunt that broke the Guinness World Record for it. The guy behind that, it's director who knows a little something about stunts, having doubled Brad Pitt 5 times. David Leitch and I talked on set. Take a look. Congrats on this.
Hey, thank you.
I leaned into it for a multitude of reasons that I'll tell you about, but I had high hopes that were met and exceeded.
Oh, great. I love that. It's good to hear. It exists to make you happy. It really does. Like, we wanted to make something that you could come to the theater and just escape for 2 hours and leave with a smile on your face.
It's great for movie lovers. It's great for people who love the making of movies. And also, it's a salute to stunt people. You, kept their culture pure in this.
Yes, I did. It was really important to me that I did that. You know, having been a stunt performer for 20 plus years, I wanted to make sure this was a true love letter to them. And I approached it with all the authenticity that I had from my experience. So.
I love it. One of my best friends on the planet, and not like someone I kind of know, like he literally is, he knows where the bodies are buried, is Gary Davis. Do you know
Oh,
Gary
yeah,
Davis?
of course, yes.
So
yeah,
Gary Davis did this to me on live television. That's me jumping that car. I didn't cannon roll, but I barrel rolled off of a pipe, hitting it at 80 miles an hour.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I was supposed to roll twice. I rolled 4 times. So when I saw you guys breaking the Guinness Book of World Records, I said, I kind of know how that happens.
You absolutely know how that happens and how it feels.
And you hope for it, but you never know you're going to get that many rolls out of it.
Yeah. I mean, it's not an exact science. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it. But the guys did an incredible job. I mean, I had written it in the script, you know, Colt does a world record cannon roll, and they took it seriously. And they're like, well, we're going to do that then. I'm like, okay, get on it. And they delivered. It was amazing. Yeah,
You can't make a movie, The Fall Guy, with its content and have haphazard stunts that don't go off well, that have to be augmented by CG. You got to do it.
You have to really do it. And we did. You know, we jumped this truck 225 feet. We flew a guy out of a helicopter. It was a high fall, you know, which is kind of now a lost art. You know, he did 165 feet. There's fire burns, there's fight scenes, there's car chases, there's everything you would want in a Fall
about
Guy.
it, like you can tell organically, wholeheartedly that Emily Blunt and Ryan, they're not just towing the line. They truly respect these people behind the scenes and love that angle is coming to fruition.
They do. And again, it was all set forth from the beginning. Like, we're making a movie about these people, and they all have experiences with their stunt doubles and their experience with their stunt departments. They've done action movies, and they know how much blood, sweat, and tears the stunt department gives to movies. They really do. They appreciate it.
And so much talk of this, I think I forgot to talk about the fact that it's got a great story, and nobody's going to care about the stunts if their heart's not in it. So congrats on pulling that off.
Thank you. It's true. That's always been sort of something I try to do in my filmmaking. Like, you're only as good as like the characters that you're creating. And like, you had Ryan creating Colt, who's such an underdog hero. It's like kind of this Rocky story. It's relatable. Like, I think a lot of people feel like they're giving 110% behind the scenes, but they don't get the recognition, and they'd like their comeuppance against the man. And he definitely delivers on that story for us. And then the love story, their chemistry is off the charts, and it was just magical to watch them, bring Jodie and Colt's romance to life.
I can't imagine how many plates are spinning in a day to make this all happen, but congrats, man.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Good to see you.
The Fall Guy. Check it out in theaters now. I suggest see it in the biggest screen possible. Go IMAX.
100% IMAX. I mean, like I said, it has everything you'd want for men, women, anybody. Romance, action, comedy, Ryan Gosling, Emily Blunt.
You've said it all. There's no more to say. It's Kelly Savannah Deaton. Thanks for hanging out with us. Check us out on YouTube. Be sure and like and subscribe. It is Take a Look. We'll see you next time. Let's go hang out over here.